What's going on, guys? Overtime Games here, and we're gonna be doing Madden Monday again. Yeah, Madden Monday has already come back, and we're gonna go back into franchise mode, not franchise, exhibition mode, and we're gonna do another versus game. So I'll see. We're not gonna be the 49ers this time. Let's do the first Super Bowl. The Packers versus the Chiefs. Where are the Chiefs at? Okay, the Cardinals, Chargers. There's the Chiefs. Alright. And I'm gonna be the Chiefs. Right. Like this. There we go, boys. Competitive. Let's go with. We're gonna go. Where the funny? Not funny. Where the? We'll defend the Packers. Do it. So we just snow. I want to do rain this time. And fancy game. Let's do this, boys. Patrick Mahomes. There he is. So I'm not gonna be that talkative because it's late when I'm recording this video and I'm kind of tired. Just gotta get this video up and ready for Monday's release.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs
right
and
there.
Packers are underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice
doing
work
this.
on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Kansas City Chiefs and their Super Bowl winning quarterback, the MVP of the game, Patrick Mahomes. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in that contest. I'll say this, when he threw the second interception and they were down 10, and that was a bad pass, I thought, boy, this is going to end ugly for Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes. Not the case.
It's amazing what he gets done given opportunities. And you're right, that second interception, the first interception was on him because he never saw the defender, Fred Warner. Throws it right into his breadbasket. The second one behind Tyreek Hill. It pops in the air, and
damn it.
comes up with the interception. But he also had a rushing touchdown, all right? And he is now 5-0 this season when his team's down double digits, bringing them back to win. So there's something about if you leave it laying out there for him, this kid has a way of bringing his team back, and he did it again on the biggest stage. 24 years old, now the youngest ever to be a league MVP, 2018 season, and a Super Bowl MVP. 2019 season in the Super Bowl.
And he's
Oh, that's not the one I wanted to do.
Yeah, say that again.
Yeah, what have we done with
All right.
our lives?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he should retire. What is there left to do?
A pass down the middle is fought for and
It's
hauled
good.
in.
It's all good, bro.
Very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn
Back down
good on
first
this
down.
first
Here we
drive,
go.
aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson.
It's good.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Well, they're piecing together
good.
a nice
Just
drive
take
to
it
start
down.
this
Take
one.
it
Seems
nice
pretty
and
scripted
easy.
and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I think we made first.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
11 more yards that go around, a first
Go,
down
boys.
as well. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't
Oh,
sure
what am I
that we
doing?
would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk
Ooh,
of
this is gonna be
carries.
tough right here.
But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6
that's
games,
fourth
5
down.
of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored
I gotta
11
score or
touchdowns.
something.
So on the big stage, the big lights he produces, and he...
And that is caught.
Let's go.
Touchdown,
Let's fucking go.
Kansas City. DeMarcus Robinson there to make the grab.
Let's go.
As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating.
Yeah,
that means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing
That's
at their
good.
tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball,
Let's go,
if you're
8 play,
playing
boys.
defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little
Send my
havoc.
son.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Okay, that was perfect.
Now after the touchdown,
This is a
here's
kick.
Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All right, boys. First down.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is
push him
Aaron
back.
Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
It's tough to be an offensive lineman in Green Bay because their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, knows how to keep plays alive and often extends them for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. But David Bakhtiari, his left tackle, he does it as well as anyone could ever expect. Excellent footwork, knows that the plays are going to stay alive for a long time. Often will get 2 or 3 blocks on the same play.
What am I doing? Okay. That was such...
Big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
That was so bad. That was so bad.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And now a throw on first down
so
there,
bad.
but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up
What did I
second
just
down.
do? That was so
Here's
horrible.
2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Come on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Boom.
Right. 3rd down,
That's
you got to
good.
try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So, yes, it's
Turn
only
that crap
3, but
middle.
at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
No, almost 35. Okay, 33.
Let's dive a little deeper into Kansas City's Super Bowl title as their offense comes back out here, CD. First title in 50 years. Last one, the 1969 season. And, of course, a lot of talk about it being Andy Reid's first title. Well-deserved for him.
And how about the way that this team wins games on offense? So much motion, so much variety. You know, anyone can touch the football and make a big play. It actually is a nod to the team that won the Super Bowl after the '69 season. There was a lot of that in that offense, and who could ever forget then head coach Hank Stram on the sidelines. 65, toss power trap. This could break, boys. This could break. And there's the touchdown. And in this game, you're going to hear a play called WASP. And that was the big throw on 3rd and 15 from Patrick Mahomes to Tyreek Hill. And that helped break things open for Kansas City.
Good stuff.
It's good.
For Andy
Weather
Reid,
is good.
he had the most wins for a coach prior to getting his first Super Bowl. That victory was his 221st, no doubt his sweetest. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
Fucking horrible.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains
I
turn
need
into
like
bigger
a
runs
good
later.
long pat.
9 catches, 105 yards for
That's
Tyreek
the
Hill
quarter.
in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're calling you.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montravius Adams. He's the one that gets home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
What are you doing?
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
We're so close
still
right
have
here.
a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. The Chiefs on
Alright, we're
3rd
making it
down.
right here.
A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And
Let's go, boys.
By Watkins for a Chief
Yeah,
touchdown.
let's go.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs are able to
I
extend
will be doing
their lead.
I think I'm gonna do a
And all
multiplayer
about
game.
timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right.
Well, the next Madden Monday. I'm just practicing
the
getting better at
route,
the game.
throw, touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point.
So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, let's score 14 right here.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
What just happened? This is not how the
So
first
that
Super
drive
Bowl
takes them
went.
down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Ew, the dabbing. Alright, let's do a kickoff rate. Let's do short kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to
Boom.
kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8.
Oh my, that was
pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Let's switch gears, talk about Matt LaFleur and what he did in his first season as Green Bay comes back out here, Charles. 13-3.
That was a nasty slam.
And really, by all accounts, exceeding expectations. A win over Seattle in the divisional round, and then that 49er run game, and Raheem Mostert did them in. But where do they go from here looking forward to Matt LaFleur's second season?
Yeah, can you believe 13-3 probably won't win Coach of the Year?
I know, right?
You know, John Harbaugh in Baltimore, Kyle Shanahan getting to the Super Bowl with San Francisco. But still, as you said, an incredible first year for a rookie head coach. I think where they go from here is
no.
Continue to fortify the offensive line because Brian Bulaga's been there for a while at right tackle. I think on the defensive front, they've got to get some more players there because the run game, as you mentioned, Raheem Mostert just ran them out of town on that one. And I think they've got to continue to find receivers for Aaron Rodgers because right now it's Devontae Adams, the tight ends, up and down. The second receiver, third receiver, up and down. Aaron Jones out of the backfield is probably their most reliable second receiver, so they've got to fix that. If so, this team will continue to have success and continue to contend for Super Bowls. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Let's go. Let's go. Get shit on. Get shit on.
Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man. That's Allison. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Rodgers.
No.
Complete to his running back, Jamal Williams.
I don't know that's first
and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
They ain't getting there. Oh my, they actually fucking made.
For 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route and brought down, but not
they getting there. They getting close.
To 25. Good work after the catch gets him 15 and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Sorry, I'm on my phone. Let's go.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Complete. This is Lewis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. First and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's go.
Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu there defensively to make the play. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Rodgers again now. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
Thank
the coverage
Lord.
too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Base block great. Let's go, boys.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover.
Freaking guarded me.
They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head.
Turn that crap
Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Oh, my God.
And now
Oh, my God.
but Green ahead of him. The 30.
What am I doing?
10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
100 yards.
And even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast
And we got
as
the
he
extra
is,
point.
I wouldn't challenge him.
21-6.
I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. From the goal line all the way to the other goal line on that one. A full 100-yard return on the kickoff.
You don't see that often, do you?
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Okay.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard
It's
line.
right there.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a
No first down
strategy
for
to
you,
play
boy.
better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
Damn,
and
my
they're gonna
man.
be waiting for him as they get him behind the
Obliterated
line.
him.
So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half.
Come on, bro.
Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing there, but
I would've
this
got
pass
that.
is going to
Made
wind
it.
up incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Can't skip me.
The Mississippi
Can't
State
skip man
man,
5.
Chris Jones with a sack there.
Can't skate Chris, bro. Chris Jones,
third and
man,
long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have
Chris
a coach
Jones
explain
right
to me
there.
years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it
Turn
seems
middle.
silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game.
Come
for
on,
either
buddy.
team. Fielded just inside the 20. Good
Just
blocking
fun.
there, nearly sprung him as it is.
56
It'll
yards.
go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
I'm going. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Come on, come on, come on, Mahomes, let's do it. Better than Brady.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in
Let's
for
go,
a
bro.
Kansas City
Let's go.
touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown.
Oh, it's Watkins. I call it
tonight.
Watkins.
The
It's
Chiefs are able
Watkins.
to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just
Ooh.
our skill in the first half.
Well, yeah, I'm going to attempt
It's
this.
confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw
No!
it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big
Damn.
time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Kickoff, right? Yeah, sorry you guys hear my phone.
Now after
That was a
the
horrible
touchdown,
kick.
here's
That was
Booker
horrible.
to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
Come on, boys.
They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try
Marcus
to get
Jones.
this running game going with Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this to Jake Kumaro. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
All right, let's keep doing this, boys.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2.
Chris
And it's
Jones,
going to
my
be
boy.
3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Rodgers going to throw.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Maybe I can get 100 yards again.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 87 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Let's go.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Y'all got to get some yards going right now.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are right now just
ready to head back on the field.
I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because
how do you
we
adjust
always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams.
That was fast.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Tackle him.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Oh, that's the most embarrassing thing ever.
Matthew, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, boys.
From the 32 now. Here's
Let's get another touch right here.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead,
this is the perfect play right here.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now here's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
All right, we got to score here.
Wasting this great starting field position. A real
Watkins.
threat.
All right, here we go.
This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Oh my God! It's intercepted. It got intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
Washington for time here.
Ready to get their next drive underway. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
Come on, come on. All right, here we go.
Is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go,
Here's the
Mahomes.
Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
I'm just going to run this.
This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
Okay,
It is, and I'm
let's
glad
go.
that you
First
went
down.
that
This is first down,
direction,
boys.
because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams.
There's not a lot of passes on you.
I can tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
Make
and they
20
get to
distance.
him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus
Second
on the
down.
big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, this
All right, we need to get a
running
passing
situation
going.
when you're up in the fourth quarter, they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going
What
to
are you
take to slow them down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us?
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
That's fine. We are beating. We are honestly destroying these guys.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got Lewis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That's good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Williams. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39.
One more down, we get the ball.
That's well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And
Garbage.
this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
They go play action here on first down. The tight end, Blake Bell, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
I need good passes
The
here.
incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting the running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches.
I don't know what I was saying.
But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
It ain't working right now.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I'll call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
We got three down.
Oh, that was such a bad thing.
Wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
20 seconds in the game.
Defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
Already lost.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a sec.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. The Chiefs came out on top. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.